Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shoaib Khan and welcome to Maxafter.com. I was playing around and experimenting with particular and I came up with something interesting and I thought I should share it with you guys. So this is what I came up with and this is what we'll be doing today. So the animation you see is pretty smooth, but since because of the recording, the frames are dropping, you might see, jerks and all that, but it's pretty smooth. So when you do it and you render it yourself, and you'll see the results pretty good. So it comes fast and slows down. So this is the exciting part about it, when it all of a sudden slows down and then and goes fast again. So this is what we'll be doing today. I hope you guys are ready. Again, I'll glide you through it in no time. So get yourself ready. Okay, let's first make a new comp by creating a new comp, and it's 804.50. Say OK, and we'll add a new solid. New solid, and make it comp size. Say OK. Type particular. Drag particular in it. So we'll see it happening already. You go into the particular panel. The first is preview. We leave preview and we'll come down to emitter. And in emitter, we'll change velocity to 0, 0, 0. So everything in here will be changed to 0, and leave everything as it is now. And direction, we need to change the direction to directional, so it's like a line now. And the direction spread, make it 0. Right now you'll not see anything because we need to make a few more changes. We'll close the emitter panel and we'll open particle. In particle life, we change the life to at least 12 seconds because we want the particles, to keep emitting and live for a longer time. And life random, leave it as it is, and come down to sphere feather. We don't need feather, so we need solid color. So size we'll change to 2. This is color random. Right now it's white color, but if you change it to 100, you'll have those different colors. That looks very nice, especially in this tutorial. And we'll come down to physics. Very simple. In physics, we'll keep the air mode and leave everything as it is, and come down to air. In air, we'll change the wind to 100, and now you'll see it happening. And also now we'll add a camera to it. Keep it 15 millimeters and change the camera position. Hit C on your keyboard, move it up so that the particles are emitting towards the camera. Let's change this to 0. Okay, we go back to a particle. Right now you see nothing much is happening because particles are emitting directly into the camera. So we need to make a few more changes. So we'll leave everything as it is. We'll turn this to 0, 0. Right now we don't need these. So this is the important thing where you'll see the changes happening, which is turbulence field. So in turbulence field, you'll see the effect position and effect size. These are two important things. So if you effect position, if you change it, you'll see changes here. So we'll change this to 300 and effect size to around 20. Effect size, actually, some becomes bigger and some smaller, so it affects the size. And time before effect, we don't want that, so turn that to 0. And this is another important thing, scale. That'll change the whole shape of the particles. So we'll change it to around 100, as you can see, and evolution to 25. Now if you render, you'll see that we don't see a line. It's like distributed. The particles, it's distributed because we need more particles at this point. So we go up, and in the emitter, right now it's emitting 100 particles per second. That's why you see these gaps. We don't want to see gaps, so we change this to around 1400. You'll see that now there's no gap between it. So like I said, mainly the changes are not much here. So emitter is 1400, and you come straight down to physics. The main changes are here in the physics, which is air. You keep it air, and gravity, leave it as it is. So leave everything as it is. This is where you need to make changes, is the wind direction. Wind direction. Let's also change the complexity to 10. So as you can see, the particles are being emitted, but they are pretty fast now. So we need to control these particles. So how are we going to control these particles? So this is where the physics time factor comes in. That makes it look nice. So let's say right now the speed is 1. and we need to slow it down as it comes towards the camera. So let's say at 2 seconds, we'll put a keyframe here and move up 2 frames up and change this to 0.05, because we did 0.05 because we want it to move slowly, you know. If we do 0, then it'll completely stop, so we don't want that. So we need this kind of motion, which looks very nice, you know, when it's coming fast and all of a sudden you see that slow motion in action like that. So we see the slow motion going on for 2 seconds. We let it go for 2 seconds and we copy paste Control C, Control V, the same keyframe till here, so that between 2 second and 4 second you'll have the same timing. And then again, you know, we want it to be fast, so we'll copy the first frame, which was 1, Control C, Control V, because this is 1, so it comes back to the normal fast pace. And now if you see it, so it's slow here and becomes fast. So it goes on for 6 seconds and or less than that. And again we Control C, Control V, same keyframe, so it's fast here. And then we take the slow keyframe, which was this one, the one behind, Control C, and we move few frames up, and then we change it to Control V. So then you see it becomes slow again. Now if you render it, you'll see how it looks. So as you see, it gets fast, and when it reaches here, it slows down, becomes fast, and again it slows down. Okay, when it reaches here, what's happening is I'm not happy with the movement because it's too much into the camera. So we need to stop it. You know, we need to slow it down when it's near the camera, when it reaches near the camera. So we just move these keyframes back, and so that it looks nice then. So let's render it C again. So let's see. So it slows down fast and now slows down. So this is how you get different movements. So it all depends on, you know, your own taste, how you want it to move. Since you can experiment with these values, slow it down, faster it, slow it down, so it looks nice. Okay, next thing is, what we do is we'll add a background to it. Let's add a white background, put a nice ramp to it, and change this to the yellow color. Change this to radial and move these values here. If you see these coordinates, if you move it, it gives you a nice effect. So just we'll keep it here for the moment. So now let's put keyframes on your camera. We'll put the keyframes according to the keyframes of your particle. Let's type this, particles. Okay, let's put a keyframe for the camera here. Put a keyframe for point of interest and point of position. And so here, as we know that the particles are slow in motion, so let them go in slow motion for as long as you need. Let's say for another 3 seconds. So copy Control C, Control V, the slow motion key, and then go a few frames forward. Take the fast keyframe, Control C, Control V. The fast keyframes, I mean to say, is 1, and the slow one is 0.1. Okay, so we move the keyframes of the camera, and we align it with the particles, and we move it forward, and then we just press C and zoom into it and out. So if you render it, you see this is how it looks. It slows down, it fast, slows down, and then fast, and it disappears. So the best thing about this tutorial is, of course, the time factor. The slow motion bit that makes it look very nice, very dynamic as well. So this is something that you could use in different projects and make your project dynamic. So we come to the end of our tutorial. I hope you liked this tutorial. This is Shoaib Khan from Maxafter.com. Assalamu alaikum.